All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for real people just like you right there and just like me here. Sammy Hagar and his band The Circle have been absolutely fantastic during this so-called lockdown period. You have your name for it. I have my name for it. You can call it quarantine. You can call it forced separation, whatever you want to interpret it as. The unfortunate thing is a lot of states are still reporting an increase in cases of this pesky little nuisance. So these guys are still doing social distancing, and they're doing it really well. In this particular video, you get Sammy and his band doing the Van Halen classic Right Now. For most people, that song was really a keyboard-driven track. Eddie Van Halen himself coming up with some really great keyboard progressions at the beginning of the song. Very memorable, kind of a dark and optimistic song at the same time. And needless to say, I would say the message in the song is very appropriate for what we're going through right now. And what I also want to say is watching and listening to this band, you've got to wonder, I mean, this is one of the better rock bands out there right now with Vic Johnson on guitar, the incredible Jason Bonham on drums, and needless to say, Michael Anthony, the guy I once stepped over to get into a picture, and I think I stepped on his leg by accident, like his ankle or something. But I got to see Chickenfoot a number of years ago, and we had to all scrunch in to get in the shot and so forth. And I remember saying something like, "Man, I think I just stepped on the bass player," and I got a couple of laughs, but wasn't my wittiest moment. But I figured, hey, sorry, Michael, sorry, one of the better bass players on planet Earth, and lo and behold, I tripped over you. So anyway, what Sammy Hagar kind of proves in this video is that a Van Halen reunion is totally possible. The guy at 72 years old just sounds amazing. He'll be 73 in October, and he shows very little aging. I said this when I met him. I think he was like 61 when I met him. And I'm looking at this guy at 61, and he looks like maybe 38. I'm thinking, what is he doing? What's he taking? It's just incredible. But you listen to this rendition of Right Now, and Sammy's still just barking it out there. He puts everything he's got into his vocals, and for some reason, this guy has skipped some of the aging process thus far. I'm not saying he looks like he's 30 anymore. He certainly looks older, but he doesn't look... No matter what age Sammy Hagar has been, he's always looked way younger than that particular age. I see people in their 50s who look like crap, and Sammy at 72 looks fantastic, and he sounds amazing. And so, again, I would say to the brothers Van Halen, once this whole thing blows over, I mean, Dave is just a train wreck, and Sammy is the man. Sammy has the vocal chops still, and by the way, Sammy is like 7 years older than Dave, so it's even more amazing. Dave was never a great vocalist. I've been reading Ted Templeman's book about, the early years with Van Halen, and he's very blunt that it was Dave's showmanship and his intelligence and the conversations that he had with various people at the moment that really convinced Ted that Dave was the perfect fit, at least at the beginning, for Van Halen. But when I hear Sammy today, and I'm thinking to myself, maybe one more big reunion. And you know what? I wouldn't even do the Sam and Dave thing. It'd be all Sammy. If I were Eddie and Alex and Wolfie, of course, I think you do still have to bring Michael Anthony back in. But who knows? Maybe it'll be the three of them and Sammy, which is sad. Although Michael supposedly was supposed to get back with Van Halen a couple of years ago for a big summer tour, and that never materialized. In any case, go watch this if you haven't seen it. It deserves to be watched a lot. It's only got 64,000 views, which ain't bad because it just came out 22 hours ago. But this is a video that should be like over 1 million. It's that good of a performance, and I really like the way Vic Johnson plays on this. This is just a unique track, and certainly something that you should give a listen to. It kind of reinterprets the original a bit, which I'm always a big fan of if it's not too drastic and it adds something unique to the original version of the track. I'm thinking you're going to like it. It's Sammy. How can you not like it? So there you go. Sammy Hagar, as always, sounding 20 years younger than he is, and this band is just fantastic. And Van Halen, yep, I could see a total Van Halen reunion still if those guys would wake up and if they decided they wanted to do it. Maybe 2021 would be the perfect time for it, especially after the crappy year we're having thus far. All right, I'm done. Have a great day. Have a great night. See you soon.